In our national lead today, President Biden signed an executive order that will split $7 billion in frozen funds from Afghanistan's central bank between victims of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks and Afghan humanitarian aid. The Taliban were claiming rights to the $7 billion, which does belong to Afghanistan, but the U.S. government denied the Taliban's request after the fall of the U.S.-backed government last August. For months, the Biden administration has been weighing how to proceed, and families of the 9/11 victims were pursuing financial compensation from the Taliban for years. So Biden has decided to do this. $3.5 billion will go towards providing relief inside Afghanistan, desperately needed, and the remaining $3.5 billion will be, quote, subject to the ongoing litigation by U.S. victims of terrorism. And one of those family members joins us now, Terry Strada, the widow of Tom Strada. He was on the 104th floor of the North Tower. She's the national chair for the 9/11 Families United. It's so good to see you, Terry. It's been more than 20 years since the attacks. I wonder, will this money provide any sort of compensation or closure beyond financial?
To a very small degree. I mean, the financial part definitely will help the children, my children. Money will always alleviate problems that they have in their lives. But as far as closure goes, or, make me feel like, okay, we finally are vindicated. No, absolutely not, because the Taliban just played a small role in 9/11. We are still ignoring the biggest player, and that's the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Right, and I'll get to that in a second. We should note, though, that there is, losing a husband and a father and somebody who made money, like that is a big loss of income that you and your family suffered, though, right? I mean, there is a financial importance here.
Oh, absolutely. But we've managed 20 years to get through, the past 2 decades. And yes, like I said, the money will alleviate and help my children, immensely, all the children that lost their parents and the families that were really left destitute. Money will be a good thing for everyone, but it doesn't bring us the justice that we deserve and that we're fighting for.
So you are involved in this long-running lawsuit against Saudi Arabia, and most of the 9/11 terrorists were from Saudi Arabia. What do you say to the people who say this is just penalizing, this move today, the Afghan people who are suffering greatly, and they shouldn't be hurt because of what happened on 9/11? As you note, the Taliban played a relatively small role compared to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so I have great sympathy for the Afghani people, and I hope and pray that 3.5 billion in addition, we've given them about 800 million in aid since September, since the fall, and I hope that 4.3 billion finds its way through these humanitarian aid organizations, where it belongs, and it will give the Afghani people some relief. The fact is the Taliban did play a role in 9/11, and we have had judgments against them for 20 years. And, we are entitled to fighting for what we fight for, what's right, as well as they do. So I hope it works for them, and I hope it works out for us.